This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. There are times when we have classic comedies, right? And they come to mind, like you think about Coming to America, the classic comedy. You think about, especially like a lot of the Eddie Murphy movies back in the day, a lot of John Candy movies back in the day, a lot of those different kind of comedies, especially from the 80s and 90s. You think of some good classic comedies, right? Well, in 96, believe it or not, we did have a classic comedy in Happy Gilmore. And that, to me, that is one of Adam Sandler's better movies. Adam Sandler tends to have two sides, or two buckets of baskets, right? Adam Sandler's good movies, or solid movies. Adam Sandler's trash movies, right? Well, Adam Sandler is at the point where now he has fucking money. And so he just be on Netflix and just putting out whatever Adam Sandler wants to do with him and his family, stuff like that. So now we are getting a sequel, a long-awaited sequel to Happy Gilmore, entitled Happy Gilmore 2. So this is Adam Sandler's new project on Netflix, and I was actually curious, because I was like, you know what? I actually like Happy Gilmore, but are they just 20 years too, or 30 years too late? Because this came out in 96, so this was what, 29 years ago when it released, 30 years ago when they recorded it. So yeah, it's a long ass time. So a lot of people that were in that movie are not in there no more. So I was like, okay, it's an Adam Sandler movie. Why don't I try it out? You know what I'm saying? Because I know Quattro, he's an Adam Sandler guy also. And I was like, okay, well, let's try it out. He may be more forgiving to Adam Sandler than I am, to be honest with you. But I was like, I'm still going to try this out. And I was like, what was the casting call for this movie, by the way? Like, I know y'all seen the whole Avengers Secret Wars, Avengers Doomsday cast reveal with all the cheers and Robert Downey Jr. being at the end. I think that's how it did for Happy Gilmore 2. The amount of cameos that's in this movie is insane. Alright? It's insane of how many people are even in this movie. Like, literally, you sit there and think, like, what they're doing here? Oh, what they're doing here? Like, he really went all over and got so many people to be in this movie. I was just like, I didn't see this shit coming at all.
You know what he did?
Huh?
He pulled out his cell phone and just rotated through the whole phone book and said, "Are you busy this weekend?"
Literally,
that was it.
That's what he said. What you got going on Tuesday? That's basically what they said. So, Happy Gilmore 2 is basically, we're following Happy Gilmore, but now he has 5 kids. He has 4 sons and a daughter. One of his sons is MJF.
Yeah.
That's LA Knight, bro.
I know. I'm just hyped for MJF because I like him. He's all of AEW to me.
I was like, MJF is his. You don't even think about it. MJF is only like 25 years old, right? So it makes sense that could be his son. But he has 4 sons and 1 daughter. And of course, Adam Sandler's youngest daughter plays his daughter in this movie. And oh wait, don't forget all the other Sandler people's in there too, because his oldest daughter's in there because he has a drinking problem. Because what happens is his wife, who was played by Julia Bowen from Modern Family.
Can I just tell you, I didn't realize that was her.
How
I went back to the original Happy Gilmore, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, that is not the same person. Like, it came on, and I was like, why didn't y'all get the same mom? It is. I didn't realize it.
I'm about to say, like, how you ain't see that?
I did it.
Sometimes I think you be woefully ignorant on purpose. You be like, I just choose not to pay
when
attention.
I said me and my wife were watching this and looking at her, and we was like, yo, why couldn't they get the same person? And she looked it up, and then she's looking at the face. She's like, babe, that's the same person. I'm like, no, it's not. She said, no, you being racist again. I could not tell that was the same person.
Was that his actual wife that played his wife?
No. It's that, like I said, it's the mom from Modern Family. You ever watch Modern Family?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, so the one that has the
Mama Dumpy.
Yeah, the one that has the 2 daughters and the son, not Sophia Vergara. I'm talking about the white woman. She Adam Sandler's wife does not play his actual wife in this one. She actually plays his daughter's ballet teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, but she
makes sense.
But unfortunately, listen, I'm giving slight spoilers here because I do know that Carl Weathers, I believe, was supposed to have a big part in this. Carl Weathers played Chubbs in the first movie, his golf instructor. But Carl Weathers, unfortunately, passed away last year. So they had to do some research and change the movie around. So in this movie, it gets supposed, unfortunately, he accidentally kills his wife off a tee shot. She's gone. She's dead. And he gives up, but you need that to happen to kind of create this plot to get him back to where he needs to be. Okay, so he gives up golf. He becomes an alcoholic. He loses everything. He loses his grandmother's house. He loses so much money. And then literally the running joke is no matter what he has, whether it's like a cucumber or his cell phone or his golf club, he turned them all into like flask to hold his liquor. That's how bad it's gotten. So what happens is there is this new maxi golf that is coming up that it's a new version of golf to make everybody like golf. Okay, and he's trying to get into this golf tournament to try to I would say beat maxi golf, but that's not really extension for. He just really get back in the tournament to try to win some money because of who he is. But he has to learn how to basically be Happy Gilmore again. And that's basically where you get the plot of your movie. And overall, I was like, it ain't the worst thing I've seen this year, but it ain't good. That comes with the dirty year. Huh?
I thought it was funny. I think it's 100% stupid funny. Like, I don't think this is made to be an all-time comedy classic. It's a funny kill time, just laugh and throw away a couple hours movie.
You know what? When you put it in that sense, you're right. I have, because once again, it's not insulting. Because honestly, last year, since you're an Adam Sandler fan, do you remember the movie? Was it Not My Bar Mitzvah or something like that he did with his daughters?
Yes, I watched that too.
That actually was a pretty good movie. I didn't have a problem with that movie. I actually enjoyed that one.
I would say, as a movie, like something that you were going to go back and watch, that is better than Happy Gilmore. Yeah, but if you want to detach from our earth for a minute, the Happy Gilmore is dead.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't find Adam Sandler the problem. And sometimes Adam Sandler can be hit or miss with the comedy. It depends on what is your preference of Adam Sandler. Do you like the weird yelling, weird talking, straight physical comedy Adam Sandler, or do you like the more mature joke Adam? Because you get both versions of Adam Sandler in here, so you got there's something for everybody that's up in here. So I have no problem with that. But there were just times I was just like, all right, I didn't laugh at that one, but there were some things that I did laugh at. I'm not saying it was completely just dry, but I as a what they did for the plot, it felt like two different movies in one movie. Because it felt like once we got to like the maxi golf thing, it felt like we were going to a different plot point of what we were trying to establish at the beginning. If it was just a man just trying to get his golf career back to help basically fund his daughter's ballet school, to get him and his sons a better house and stuff like that, I felt as though, okay, sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's go along with that movie. Because how else you going to do Happy Gilmore? But you can tell the absence of the people that weren't there in the beginning, which is why we had like so many cameos and all the other stuff, in the movie, which is insane.
Yo, is there anybody from the original one who wasn't remotely at least mentioned or seen somewhat in this movie? I don't think so.
Oh no!
I think he found a way for almost every character to make an appearance somehow.
I think Adam Sandler paid great respect to all his cast members in the original movie. I will give him that. I think the tributes that he did for Carl Weathers, because Chubbs was all in, like, whether it be his tombstone, because that whole fight in the graveyard scene with Christopher McDonald, who by the way is back as
that was crazy. Shooter McGavin. In my heart, his name is Shooter McGavin in real life.
Shooter McGavin, yeah. So when he had to fight with him in the graveyard, I thought that was a nice tribute that they had, that all the people that have died since that first movie, he put their characters' tombstones in that graveyard. So you got that, and I was like, okay. Me personally, I like the tributes opposed to just having like, well, this here is my son, because I don't mind Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford's in here, and Lavelle Crawford plays Chubbs' son, who's Carl Weathers' son, and it's the same gimmick of the of the wooden hand and all that stuff. But I was just like, y'all need, how I say, he didn't have much to do. I was like, it would be different if he was there at the beginning trying to get Happy Gilmore back on track to get him where he needs to be, but we wasn't there, and I was just like, all right, well, he's just basically there to say that, hey, my daddy died, but I'm just here. I was like, I didn't feel as though he brought anything to how he played at Maxi Golf. You know what I'm saying?
All he did was say that one line that he said, "Remember, my dad said this." That was it. That was that was it. Like, did he do other stuff? Yes. Stuff inclusive to the plot. Just that.
Just that. I mean, I did think the line, fine ass English hillbilly was hilarious.
Yeah, and that was early on in his introduction on him, which was funny because she was.
Yeah, she was. Then, now, when you get to get to Maxi Golf, and so what this guy's trying to do is he's trying to make golf fun, and it's basically like golf meets American Gladiators. It's way too over the top versions of golf, and he has a whole team in there, which includes Becky Lynch, Reggie Bush, and Nikki Bella, but she got her speaking lines cut, so she was upset by all that. But she's in the movie. You see her in the movie, but her speaking lines got cut. I was like, it's whatever. And also, for those who may know golf, the amount of golf legends and active golfers that's in here was insane. The only one they didn't get was Tiger Woods. They have this Maxi tournament, Maxi golf tournament at the end, where they are basically trying to save or preserve what the real sport of golf is. The front 9, the back 9, 18 holes of golf. That's what they're trying to preserve. Opposed to all this ludicrous bullshit. There's fireworks, there's smokes, there's obstacle courses that you have to do. And I was like, okay, it feels like we are in a different movie at the moment, but I'm taking it for what it is. I'm taking it for what it is. And overall, I just felt as though like it's a popcorn watch. Like you said, it's not one of Adam Sandler's best. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going to do like the top 10 worst movies of 2025, it's not going to be on that list. But it's going to be something I'm like, it's I've seen better. And this also shows that when sometimes you make a sequel to, like, I don't like when they be doing like these 25-year later sequels.
Like Coming to America?
Yeah. It's like, it's like the magic and the essence is gone. And sometimes what is funny back then is not what's funny today. Or comedy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that should only exist in this time. I agree with that.
Exactly. So it sometimes certain comedies or certain things that would be funny is just not funny anymore to a certain audience, depending on what it is. And sometimes if they try too hard to make Gen Z laugh, then they look out of pocket because that's not their style of comedy. I appreciate Adam Sandler can have two ways. He can do the slapstick bullshit, or he can do the more mature level of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that he can do, because see that used to be one of my problems with the Wayans brothers. I'm especially Marlon. I didn't like slapstick shit. That's not my Kel Mitchell slapstick shit. That's not what I'm for. I'm more on the Keenan side of comedy. But when Marlon showed that he can do that, I was like, okay, I can respect you more for that then, because it's just the way it is. And I think Adam Sandler can do both, and he does show both of that in the movie. But overall, it's like if I had to rate this movie, it would be more like a Catch It at a Barbershop type movie, which is like a D, C minus for me.
High C, B minus, because like I said, it's a good movie to just like take yourself out of the everything that's going on in the world right now and just sit at something and laugh at something for what it is. It's supposed to be goofy. Yeah. It's supposed to have a weird plot point. You're supposed to laugh. You're supposed to have a little bit of feeling, and it hits on all those levels. And when I say I would watch Maxi Golf if it came on, but there's nothing in my life that would ever play Maxi Golf.
Absolutely. We the green alone will fuck us up. I'm just like, yo, fuck it. I'm not doing all the steps on there like that. But once again, like the cameos, just to name a few, like we see Travis Kelce, we see Bad Bunny, who actually has a role in this.
Almost a big role.
Yeah, almost like because he plays his cat.
Almost.
But then like when it comes to more cameos, like we have Eminem, we have Kid Cudi, Reggie Bush, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella. And Adam Sandler is not opposed to not, just having cameos. I mean, this time he just threw Shaq in his movies a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like he has his core base of people that he does. Yep. Even Rob Schneider had a cameo, because I thought they was beefing for a minute. But even Rob Schneider has a cameo in this movie.
He put Rob Schneider in this film, man.
Because they've been beefing for a minute.
All right.
They've been beefing for a minute, but then he gave him like
because he's a bigot.
Yeah, he is, but he gave him like a little small, Rob said always said, "You can do it."
That's all he needed to do.
That's all he needed
Nothing
to do.
else.
Walk off. And then he had a nice little cameo for Cameron Boyce in there also, because we lost Cameron Boyce, which that's a death that still hurt, But he had a nice little cameo tribute to Cameron Boyce in there also. I thought that was real nice and real touching, because like I said, Sam's gonna take care of those people, that we're not there. So overall,
Ben Stiller.
Well, Ben Stiller was in the first one. He just played a different fucking character in this one though, but he was in the first one.
Right then, his name is escaping me. I'm gonna call him Sean Hunter's dad.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Name escaped me also, but yeah, okay. But overall, I would say y'all just go ahead and if you want to just go check it out, because there's something that y'all don't need to be checking out, and I'll get to that later.